Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga section. I'm here today to bring the review for One Piece episode 1021. This episode has no one focus. We're quite over the place a little bit within this episode. So I'm just going to talk about bit by bit just the stages of the episode and what I thought of them, obviously. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Carrot versus Perispero fight, which was in this episode, or just everything basically focused around that, because there is a fight, like I said, and there's some aftermath of that as well. And so what was not in the manga was the fight bit where you see Carrot in a Sulong form. I actually forgot the name of that and I was trying to remember it before the review, but yeah, Sulong form versus Perispero. And the thing is, a reason why I like that bit of the episode is because I am a bit of a Carrot fan. I like Carrot as a character. I want her to join the crew. At least I wanted her to join the crew. Not so much anymore, but just to see her go up against Perispero, especially after my complaint about within the last episode where I was thinking, how is it possible that two people in Sulong form are struggling with one person? But this episode made it seem like in Sulong form, Carrot alone would have been enough to defeat Perispero. The action within this bit of the episode, it wasn't all that, but it does make Carrot seem that little bit more impressive than she was, especially coming off of last episode. So the fight happens, if you want to call it that, and then the moon gets blocked, Sulong runs out, and that's where Perispero takes over. Within this episode, we see Sulong run out and Carrot come out of it, and then the next time we see them again, both are laid out, defeated, Perispero for the win, basically. So the next bit of the episode I want to talk about is everything that happens with Yamato, Shinobu, and Momo within this episode. Pretty easy to wrap up. They realize that they're being watched. They deal with the mouse that's watching them, but because the location has been revealed, everybody knows where they are now. They are now on the run. So as we know, Sanji has been saved and he has decided to exit himself. He doesn't understand why he doesn't understand why he's no help in the Black Maria fight. So he has exited from the fight, and we know from the previous episode he was going to head towards Kinemon and company. But we found out within this episode he has been made aware of the news that Momo again is on the run. He's not safe. So he's a bit conflicted of where to go in this moment. And I'm not sure if the episode actually outright tells you where he's heading, so I won't say anything, but he's made his decision and he's heading in either direction. So next thing I want to talk about, I'll probably bring up let's talk about the Luffy stuff, the roof piece of this episode. Not much fighting, actually not any fighting at all with it. Actually no, that's a lie, because Killer does attack. So not much fighting within this episode, but I guess for this episode, Roof Piece was just all about revealing Kaido's hybrid form. And now I remember when this came up in the manga, I was very excited to see what it looked like. I'm not gonna lie to you, in my opinion, thought it could have looked a bit better. I don't really like it. It's not really that impressive. I was just expecting something more. I don't know how you feel about that. Would like to know in the comment section. Let me know. Seeing that colored is a bit better, I'll give it that. But we have that. Like I said, that's what I feel like the main purpose of Roof Piece was within this episode. But there is a little bit of fighting where we see Killer go on the attack, and Killer just going on the attack using I think it's the same attack he used when he was in his dragon form, and now that worked on the dragon form. So it was basically having Killer attack with the same attack, just to let us know that in the hybrid form he is stronger than his dragon form. Rightly so. The hybrid form is usually always the strongest form, so rightly so. I feel like there's something. Oh yeah, that was it. So as we know via the episode, I can't remember what part of the episode it came in, but we know that Kinemon and company has been bandaged up. They're in the same place. So whoever that 10th person was, they came in, bandaged them up, and then left. So friend or foe, friend or foe, and but we do find out with that within this episode. Okay, so now the last thing I want to talk about is the Black Maria Robin stuff. So as we know, Robin has hopped in there to save Sanji. She's very grateful that Sanji called out to her. I still think it's a bit of a dick move on Oda for have Sanji called out, make Sanji seem like a bit of a punk, bit of a wimp, just to use nicer words to address the situation. But Robin is very grateful for it. She comes in very impressive. Black Maria is in quite a bit of shock, like how did you get in here kind of vibe. What I really did like is the pink era that was used for Robin within this scenario. And also what I want to mention, that how I think that's supposed to be like her activating her Devil Fruit ability, or at least thinking about activating her Devil Fruit ability. But it was very nice to see, a very nice touch. I did like it. As we find out as well, Brook is also present. He's hopped in there, hopefully on the assist. Hopefully he's just assisting Robin in this fight. It looks like a fight is going to be a 2-on-1, but I would rather Robin take on this fight by herself, apologies, by herself. But Brook is also present. He has hopped in there using his Devil Fruit ability, frozen the webs, and basically cut them. He's the one that cut Sanji free, enable him to go about his business. So that's kind of like the first time we see Robin and Black Maria in this episode, but we do cut back to them later on in the episode, where we basically find out that Black Maria now free of, because Black Maria is now focused solely on fighting Robin, because previously she wanted to wrap this up quickly and then go forth to deal with the scabbards, but that's not the case anymore. So she's fully focused on this fight. So when you have two people fully focused on a fight, it should be good. You have Black Maria talking a lot of smack, saying to her, like, you're going to be Kaido's property now, with Robin basically explaining to her, no, I'd rather die. So the episode at its core really does set up the fight to come between the two of them, and Brook, he's going to jump in as well. So the last thing I want to talk about, and I should have spoke about it beforehand, is Jack the Drought is still about, rhyming accidentally, but hey ho, it is what it is. So Jack the Drought is still about, and he's pissed off at the scabbards, rightly so. They made him look like an idiot. He made him look looking terrible, make him looking weak. So rightly so, he wants his revenge. So he's now heading there to deal with them while they're still unconscious, still unable to fight back. And this is why Black Maria is now comfortable to just fully focus on this fight. So overall, I think this was a good episode. The pacing didn't feel slow at any point in time, but I'm wondering, because this episode wasn't very much action packed, I don't think it deserves a 4-star rating. I think it is over a 3, but I don't give half ratings no more, because I don't see the point. If I'm giving out of 5 and I'm giving half ratings, I might as well just make it out of 10. So 3-star rating. And of course, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care, have a nice day.